Hello and welcome to Principles of Accounting 2. I am your host, Dr. B. I'm going to provide you with a brief overview of our classroom and our syllabus for the spring 2022 semester. This video is being recorded for you to be able to go back and to watch in case you miss anything, and also because I love recording our sessions. All of our sessions from this point forward will always be recorded. The reason why I record our sessions is because my job as a professor is to ensure that you maintain the knowledge. If you ever need to miss a class for whatever reason, the video will always be there for you. It'll be on my YouTube page, which I'll tell you about here shortly. Okay, let's talk about our classroom, shall we? This is our landing page. This is our Principles of Accounting 2 landing page in Blackboard. How do you get there? Well, you log into UDC's Blackboard, courses, you find our course. Go ahead and open it up. And I designed this course in a meaningful way for you to help it easy for you to navigate. I try to make life as easy as possible for my students because I care a lot about you. I want things to be easy for you. So as you get into the classroom, the first thing you see is this thing called Start Here. Well, what do you think you do there? You start there. So let's go ahead and click on Start Here. Start Here opens up. You're going to see a couple of nice documents to read through. It's short. They're all short and sweet and simple. So please, at your time, go ahead and read through those lovely, lovely things. But I want to call your attention to this one called Syllabus. The syllabus is going to be our guiding principle, our guiding document. So click on Syllabus. Go ahead and download this guy right here. In whatever format you like, PDF or whatever. I like PDF. And once you download it, it'll open up. And we can start to go through the syllabus. This class, my apologies, I feel it looks like that should say 12:30, not 1:30. This class is 16 weeks long. We meet on every Tuesday from 11 to 12:20, 12:30-ish, yeah? Sometimes we'll go a few minutes over. It depends on the good discussions we have. But plan to finish class about 12:20 because I believe that's when we're scheduled to end. You'll notice it's only Tuesday, and I can already hear you. Dr. B, I thought this was a Tuesday-Thursday class, 11 to 12:20. Right? That's your question, I'm sure. And I can tell you why. We will have our lectures only on Tuesdays from 11 to 12:20. Okay, our lectures will be 11 to 12:20 on Tuesdays. Thursday, that time on Thursday, 11 to 12:20, that's reserved for you to be able to log into the classroom and do the work that we talked about on Tuesday. Okay, it gives you that extra time, 11 to 12:20, to do the work. Yeah, I know all of you are very busy people. You have lives. You have careers, you got family, you got responsibilities. And I appreciate that. I know you all got lives. Guess what? Me too. So that's why I want to make sure that I'm fair, honest, open, transparent, and I try to work with you. Yeah? So lecture, 11 to 12:20 on Tuesdays. That same time on Thursdays, that's for you. That's for you to jump into Blackboard and do your homework. Do your quizzes, do your homework, do your exam, whatever it is, yeah? For that week. And that will make your life more manageable and more time bound. Because one thing I want you to take away from not just me, but also everything you do, is that everything has a due date, right? Everything we do in life is time-based. So please use the time on Thursday, 11 to 12:20, to complete your coursework in Blackboard. And of course, I'll be around. So if you need have questions or whatever, I'm here. And I do see a hand up. Michaela, please.
On the when we're registering for the class, and I think it's right there as well. It says 11 to 1:30.
Is it 1:30? Is that when the class really ends?
That's what you have on the syllabus.
Yeah, it's a typo. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's actually 12:20. If I'm not mistaken, is that right? 12:20? I think it is. Someone tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right. I'm right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Yes, 12:30 or 12:20.
12:30,
Yes.
12:20. Okay, I got you. Thank you so much.
When I was registering
Are
for
you
the
guys
class,
sure? Because I see it under the concise student schedule to actually 120. I have
150.
a screen. Yeah, 150. You're right. Yeah,
Okay,
I have a
here's what we're
screenshot. It
doing.
says 150.
We're going to find out the hard way. Or here we are, udc.edu, academics. Let's look at course schedule. Course schedule, term, spring 22. Come on, spring 22. Accounting, search. Okay, let's see. Here we are. This is not us. This one is us. Oh my goodness, it is 150. I didn't know it went that long. That's crazy. Okay, so 150, I guess. Guess what? We're never going
I
to go to
apologize.
150. We're never going to go to
I was
150.
looking at the WebEx thing. It says 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Okay, so I guess I'm wrong. So I guess technically, this class will run from 11 to 1:50 on Tuesdays. So I apologize for that. They must have changed it, and I didn't make that change appropriately in the classroom. So I'm sorry. I apologize. So to answer your question, technically we meet from 11 to 1:50. But guess what? We're never going to go all the way to 1:50. That's just not going to happen. Why? Because we meet once a week for 16 weeks. We don't have that much content. So the good news is we'll probably never go to 150. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean that sometimes we won't. Most of the time, we're not going to go that way. But thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'll make the correction accordingly in the classroom. So 150 technically on Tuesdays, and yeah, I apologize for that brief oversight on my part. I did not realize that it went that long, and that's okay. I'm not going to be upset, and hopefully you're not either. But the good news is, don't worry about it. We'll probably never go that long because there's only one chapter a week. And each chapter, we usually knock that out in about an hour and a half. So, unless there's like amazing questions, and then we might go down a couple rabbit holes, but for the most part, we won't do that. But thank you for bringing that to my attention. Again, I apologize for any confusion on my part. So we meet on Tuesdays from 11 to 1:50. We're not going to go that long. 11 to 1:50 on Tuesdays. It's on WebEx. All of our sessions, just like the one we're having today, are all on WebEx. Tuesdays, 11 o'clock, be on WebEx. I see you all managed to get here today. That's awesome. So it'll be the same exact way. We'll do it again next Tuesday, the Tuesday after that, and so forth and so on. Let's talk about other important things. My cell phone number, you see it right there, right below my email address. Email is the best way to get a hold of me. I'm constantly on my computer, and I got this cute little thing in my pocket. We call this a cell phone. It's very convenient. It'll even show up with your email on it. Yeah. So email is the most efficient way to communicate with me. If it's an urgent situation, you could call me. If you send me a text message, please tell me who you are. Okay, and tell me what section you're in. That's if you send a text. I usually don't do text. I'm slow at text. My wife, she's not a huge fan of someone texting me late at night. She don't like that. Okay, and I understand why. All right, so if you need to get a hold of me, please try your best to do it during the day. Office hours, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 to 3 and 10 to 2, respectively, by appointment. What does that mean? So in the classroom, like, if you want to set up like a half hour, just a one-on-one, anytime you need a one-on-one session with me during those times, just go ahead and click right on this guy called Office Hours. Click Office Hours, 30-minute office hours session, and you select one of the available dates at one of the available times, and it'll send you an email, it'll send me an email, and it'll put it on my calendar. I like that. I like that software. It's nice. It's called Calendly. It's a nice software. So that's how to set up office hours with me. Very easy. And that'll be through WebEx as well. Yeah. It gives us that opportunity to talk one-on-one. That's what I like about office hours. So please, you're more than welcome to set up office hours with me anytime you need it. Okay, back to our handy-dandy syllabus. There she is. All right. So office hours, we talked about that. Of course, on WebEx. Apparently, we meet on Tuesdays, 11 to 1:50. We don't go that late. Okay. The course, all of you should have taken Principles of Accounting 1. I know that you did. Okay? Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. If you didn't take Principles of Accounting 1 or an introductory to accounting course somewhere else, you probably shouldn't be here, because this course adds on to what you already learned before. Quick note about the course. This course is called Managerial Accounting. Principles of Accounting 2 is Managerial Accounting. And this course, we focus a lot on cost. And analysis and budgeting. These are like the primary things we talk about in this course. And when we talk about anything in this course, I want you to get into the mindset of the business. You know, I know you want to think personally, right? We all do. We all think personal finance. Personal finance and accounting are very different. For the most part, they're very, very different. There's a couple similarities like budgeting, but for the most part, they're very different. So when we talk about almost anything in this course specifically, I want you to think about manufacturing specifically. Manufacturing. What does it mean to manufacture something? We're creating a product from nothing. Okay? That's manufacturing. Like this coffee mug. I love coffee, by the way. This coffee mug right here was manufactured. They used some porcelain. They used some paint. They used some glue. They created this using probably machines, right? And some humans, maybe a few humans. But mostly machines made this coffee mug, right? And there was a process it went through. And that's the type of mindset I want you to be in when we talk about the content in this class, is from a manufacturing perspective. That's how we'll be able to better understand the information, is from manufacturing. The book. Okay. Point of contention. The book. Let's talk about the book. The textbook for this course is called Fundamental Accounting Principles. It is made by McGraw-Hill. The author is Wild, 24th edition. This is the book I want you to get. The textbook store screwed up yet again. What a shock. UDC's textbook store, I have a lot of contention with. They tend to mess things up regularly. So, this textbook, Fundamental Accounting Principles, published by McGraw-Hill, Authors Wild, 24th edition. This is the book you need for this course. No other book. There is no Connect. There is no Cengage. No Cengage. I don't do Cengage. This is not a Cengage class. Okay? No Cengage. If you have Cengage, you have the wrong book. Okay? If you need help getting this book, good news, UDC's covering the cost this semester. Okay, so if you need help getting this book, reach out to your academic advisor. Tell them you need help getting this book. Financial help, yeah? They'll cover the cost of the book this semester. Isn't that nice? Questions about the book?
So does the bookstore have the book in stock?
The bookstore, I am talking to the bookstore manager as soon as this class ends today. It should be in stock, yes, but the bookstore screwed up and they have the wrong book assigned to this class. So that problem will be resolved by the end of business today.
Got you. Got it.
Okay, yes, thank you, because I'm up here at UDC right now.
Okay, so if you're at UDC right now and if you're getting ready to get that book, I want you to make sure you get the right one. Don't let them give you some Cengage nonsense, because that's not the right one.
Right. I had Cengage last semester for my effective technology class. That's what that book's for.
Got you. Yeah. A lot of the other classes use Cengage. We do not.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. So the book, hold up, what were you saying about the book? The one that you have on Brightwave is not it?
So Jazz, the textbook that you and I used last semester, it's the same book. So the fundamental accounting principles made by McGraw-Hill, that's the book we're going to be using. If the bookstore tries to give you some Cengage thing, that's not the one for this course. Okay, so the book.
Okay, I was just trying to make sure we was using the fundamentals of accounting principles.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I got you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So, yep, you
Okay,
got it.
Professor, excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah, so I have that link to that book for my from last semester from my accounting one.
Perfect.
So that is the same book.
Sheila,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
was about to say the same thing. That was the same book we used.
Yes, ma'am. Yep, you got it. It's the same book. It's the same book from Principles 1 if you took it last semester. Yes.
Oh, okay. That makes it even better. I don't have to go to the bookstore then.
There you go. All right. Very good. Yeah, cool. I just want to make sure you all have the right book, because let me tell you, I taught Principles of Accounting 1 last night, and they all had the wrong book. And so that's how I found out there was a problem.
Sorry, I just missed.
Sabita,
Can
that's
you-
okay. Yeah, so Sabita, I want to just make sure that you have the right textbook for this class.
So, Professor, if we have the principle of the same book, then we don't have to get another one?
Correct. So if you have if the name of the textbook says Fundamental Accounting Principles, and it's like 26 chapters thereabouts, then you can keep that same book.
Sure. Thank you, Professor.
You're very welcome. Absolutely. Cool. Great. I'm so glad we're all on the same page. So yeah, just make sure you got this book. The bookstore screwed up, so I'm getting that fixed today. But I just want you to be aware that that's the problem. Yeah. Okay, so that's the book. Now let's talk about Blackboard. Everything's on Blackboard. There's no Connect. You don't have to go anywhere else. No other website. All right. You'll complete all of your discussions, quizzes, exams, homework assignments. All of that's right in Blackboard. You don't have to go anywhere else. It's all here in Blackboard. So if you come back to Blackboard, you'll see that all of your work is right here. It's right under course content. It's all right there. If you go in order down this cute little list I got going on here under course content, you'll be just fine. Now, where we're going next week is under Module 1. So if you come down under course content on the home page in the classroom, you click on Module 1, you're going to see folders for each week. The first one says Week 1. That's where we are right now. That's us. That's right now. This is Week 1. We're in Week 1. Now you see there's only one thing under Week 1. It says Introductions. And I see that a lot of you have been very active in this discussion. So thank you for that. You know, it's so important we get to know each other. That's, making connections. That's what we're doing right now, right? And I see a lot of you have been so good about getting into the introductions and introducing yourself. What does this do? It helps to build our community, our learning community in this classroom. That's important to me. So I know this isn't graded. The introduction is not graded, but I really want you to please get involved and post something about yourself if you haven't already. I see a few of you have. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. So yeah, please introduce yourself. That's where we are, Week 1. Under Module 1, you come down on the course homepage, course content. You click Module 1. It'll open up. It'll show you the first 4 weeks. We're in Week 1, so click Week 1. Introduce yourself in the discussion. Now, next week is Week 2. I know, what a shock. This is Week 1, next week, Week 2. Week 2 is our first chapter for the course. It's Chapter 17. And next week, we'll talk about Chapter 17, which kind of helps to bridge what you learned in Principles of Accounting 1 to Principles of Accounting 2. Chapter 17 does that for us. So next week, we'll talk about Chapter 17, and then you'll have your first assignment next week, which is called Chapter 17 Discussion. It's a discussion board. Now, let me tell you something about discussion boards. They're worth a lot of points, the ones that are graded. And there's like 2 in this course. Now, here's the first discussion board, Chapter 17 Discussion. It says, discuss the differences between vertical and horizontal analysis. Use outside resources, citations, and references in your discussion post. I'm expecting full paragraph responses. Okay, full paragraphs. It's like almost like a short essay. Not as long as an essay, but, long enough. A couple paragraphs. Include citations, references. Use outside resources. Do a little quick research on Google or whatever you like, yeah? Vertical analysis, horizontal analysis. You search for those 2 terms, you're going to come up with a lot of great resources. Craft a nice response. Discussing the differences between vertical and horizontal analysis. Full paragraphs, you post full paragraphs, and then you respond to 2 or more of your classmates also using full paragraph responses. And if you do those things, full paragraph, initial post, to respond to your classmates, and all full paragraphs, citations, references, all that good stuff, you can earn 10 points. Now, I hear you, Dr. B, 10 points isn't a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot. Guess what? The whole class is worth 100 points total. What do you think 10 points is? That is worth 10% of your whole grade. 10% is a letter grade, my friend. 10% is a letter grade. So, do the discussion and do it on time, please. Very important that you do everything in this class. Why is that? Because if you want to pass, passing this class is real easy. Why is it easy? All you got to do is do the work and do it on time. That's it. There's no surprises. There's no tricks. It's as simple as doing the work and doing it on time. Every week after this week, you'll have something due on Sunday night. First week is a discussion board. Second week is a discussion board. The third week is a quiz. The fourth week is a homework assignment. The fifth week is probably a quiz. The sixth week, guess what? Homework assignment. The seventh week, the midterm exam. But you see, something's due every Sunday night each week. And it's not a lot, really. It's really not a lot. Week 2 might be a little bit because it's a discussion. Yeah, you got to put some effort in. But take a look. You got quizzes, homework assignments. Don't stress too much when you see the word quiz. I know, anxiety. Oh, I don't like quizzes. I don't like quizzes either. But let me tell you something about these quizzes and these homework assignments. Each one is worth 5 points. Okay? 5 points doesn't sound like a lot. It is. It's half a letter grade. So don't skip anything in this class. Please don't skip anything in this class. That will not help you. You need to do everything in this class. That's how you pass. But let me tell you something about the homework and the quizzes. I'm going to hold up 2 fingers. 2. What do I mean 2? You got 2 attempts on every quiz and every homework assignment. 2 attempts on every quiz and every homework assignment to earn the highest possible grade. Each quiz and homework assignment are open book and open note. Each quiz and homework assignment are open book and open note. You have 2 attempts possible on all homework assignments and quizzes to earn the highest possible grade. There are a total of 5 questions on each homework assignment and each quiz. So, the reality is, it's very easy to pass this class. All you need to do is do the work. And I promise you will be successful. Am I clear with that? Are there any questions about homework assignments and quizzes and discussion boards? It makes sense, right?
Very clear.
All right. Thank you, Aisha. Appreciate that. Okay. So we come down the syllabus, and I want to show you where everything is living. In Module 1 holds the first 4 weeks of the course. Week 1, that's what we're doing right now. I'm showing you around the classroom, and we have an introduction discussion board. Week 2, we have Chapter 17. Week 3, Chapter 18. Week 4, Chapter 19. Week 5, 6, 7, and 8 live in Module 2. There's 4 weeks in each module. 5, 6, 7, and 8, we do Chapter 20, 21. You have a midterm, and then you have your spring break in Week 8. Module 3 has weeks 9, 10, 11, and 12. Guess what? Chapters 22, 23, 24. Then you'll have Module 4, Chapters 25 and 26, and then the final exam. It's not a lot of work. It can be challenging, though, if you decide to miss stuff or not do stuff. So, again, the way you're going to pass this class is by doing the work each week and doing it on time. Good news. Everything is open and available. What does that mean? You can work ahead. If you want to, you're more than welcome. If you already got your textbook, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. You go ahead. You do you. Knock out that discussion board. Take care of those quizzes and homework assignments. You could do the whole darn semester in a couple of days if you wanted to. I caution you against doing the midterm and the final, but it's all open and available. Okay. Great news. Nothing is timed. I don't do timers. Timers give me anxiety. Okay. As a student, I remember when something was timed, it gave me terrible anxiety. I would never do that to you. So remember, I'm here to help. Yeah? The class is laid out in a very logical, easy to follow way. I'm not going to read all this legal stuff to you. I'm not going to read stuff to you. You are all adults. You know how to read. So the way the course is laid out is very straightforward, simple, to the point. Textbook information. So what I'd like you to do over the next few days is click on Start here. Go ahead and read through all that great stuff. And then come down to Student Resources. If you're new to UDC, or if you're new to online class, or if you're new to Blackboard in any way, shape, or form, please take the Orientation to Blackboard Ultra. It is not graded, but it will help you to navigate the Blackboard system. It's nice. It's a nice little orientation. That's under Student Resources, UDC Policies, all the good stuff is there. Just below that is the textbook information. If you have signed up for the Follett All Access, don't do it today because remember, the bookstore screwed up on the book. But after today, hopefully it'll be loaded up. You can click on that and your bookstore, your book will be there, should be there. And it might take some logging in or some jazz like that, you know, the login part. And then you click Read Now, and you can start reading your textbook. It's right there under Textbook. The access to this lecture, that's how you can access it right through the classroom. Good, nice and easy, yeah. Tutoring, if you need tutoring at all for this course, you can sign up for tutoring with the Tutoring Center with Professor Remy. He is the tutor for Principles of Accounting 1 and 2. You can also sign up with office hours with me, and I'll be happy to tutor you as well. Yeah. If there's anything if you don't understand some content that we covered in class for whatever reason, please reach out to me. I'm here to help you. Yeah, we can get through this together. I promise we will. And then Module 1, that's where we are now. The first 4 weeks are there. Module 1 and Week 1. Introductions. So try to introduce yourself to the class the next few days in that discussion. It's a nice way for us to talk. Week 2. So next week we'll cover Chapter 17 the next Tuesday at 11 o'clock in the morning. For that week you'll have Chapter 17 discussion. Week 3 we'll do Chapter 18. You'll have Chapter 18 quiz. Week 4, so forth and so on. Yeah. You see how it works? Are there any questions? Anything at all?
No, you said it's really clear on everything.
Yeah, but I do have one question.
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
It's concerning actually the textbook one.
Sure.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay, like I said, I have the Connect, like from the last one, downloaded to my computer. So that's the one we're using, right?
Yeah, it's the same book. It's the same exact book that you used last semester. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I just wanted to make sure.
We don't. So Ms. Rose, just so you know, we don't use Connect for like assignments or anything like that. It's just for the textbook.
For references, right?
For reference and for you could do exercises in there and all that type of stuff, practice stuff.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. Oh,
Professor, I do have a question.
Aisha, please.
that Ms. Rose. So I do have the Follett All Access. So you're telling me once the bookstore updates everything, I should be able to kind of click on Follett and then I can access my digital textbook from there. I don't have to go in person to get a physical copy.
That's correct. Yep. You'll be able to access the digital version. If you want a print version, you're more than welcome to go down to the lovely bookstore to get one. But yeah, you should be able to access it right through your Follett All Access program.
Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome. Absolutely, my pleasure. One other thing I want to point out. Last semester, some students gave me some great feedback. I love feedback. It's important to me, right? It helps me to become a better professor over time. A a couple students said, Dr. B, I would love to see some more exercises in class. So I listen to what my students tell me. Yeah, it's important that I listen to you. So what you'll find is, and it's not for every week, but I'm gonna try to get some more in. But you'll see once in a while it'll say Chapter 18 exercise. Exercise means it's just for practice. Yeah, it's just to help to reinforce the information. Just practice. Exercises are not graded. It's just to help you to reinforce the information. These are all Excel documents. Some of you want to get better with Excel, and some of you want to reinforce what you're learning. These are all exercises. They're just there to help you. So you're more than welcome to use those, yeah? In any way that you see fit. Because I try to provide you with as much stuff as I can to help you, yeah? That's what it's all about. So when you see exercises, don't freak out. It's just extra stuff to help you. Yeah. So, any other questions, comments, concerns? Do you feel comfortable? 16 weeks, it's a long time. We'll have fun with it, I promise. Don't let the numbers scare you. Don't be scared when you see math, when you see numbers. I'll make you feel comfortable, I promise. I'm not going to, do something I wouldn't feel comfortable with. You're all good. Sure. All right. If you think of anything, in the meanwhile, please email me, call me, set up office hours, whatever you like. We'll get through it together. And in the meanwhile, I'm here for you. Okay. So I'm looking forward to a great semester together. So let's meet again next Tuesday, 11 o'clock in the morning here on WebEx, and we'll start with Chapter 17. I did mention earlier that I record each session, and I want to bring you to, sorry, my apologies, get this floating toolbar out of my way. I'm going to take you over to youtube.com, and I want to show you, most of you already know about this, but I'm going to show you anyway, my YouTube channel. And welcome to Dr. B's Lectures. Isn't that cute? My YouTube channel has a couple playlists on it. One says Principles of Accounting 2. Oh, that sounds familiar. Oh, that's right. That's this class. So you can click on that and you'll see a ton of different videos. These are videos over the years that I've been teaching this course. The last batch of these ones on this list are the most recent ones, starting with analysis of financial statements. Guess what? That's your Chapter 17. And if you feel so inclined to jump ahead and to watch some previous lectures and all that stuff, you're more than welcome to. Again, working ahead, that's fine with me. I have no problems with that. In fact, I encourage it. If you want to work ahead, please work ahead. I'm popping the video channel website in the chat for the WebEx. So it's in the chat right there. It's my YouTube channel. Please feel free to like and subscribe and all that fun stuff, yeah? But yeah, all those videos, including this one, it'll be there on the Principles of Accounting 2. And it's there for you, yeah? It's only for students. This isn't for, some guy trying to sell you stuff, all right? This is just for the students. And I hope you find them helpful and useful and all that. So it's just something extra that I do as a professor for my students. Because sometimes you might look back, like a year from now, you might be like, man, I remember Dr. B telling me something about this, and here I am at work looking at this. I go, I wonder if he's got a video on it. So just a little something extra for you. I wanted to make sure I showed you that. Any comments, questions, concerns? Anything at all? Anything at all? You're good? Okay. Well, I want you to please stay safe, wash your hands, do the right things. And I will see you all again at 11 a.m. on WebEx next Tuesday, and we'll go over Chapter 17. Thank you all so much for your time today. I do sincerely appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to a great semester together. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.